Did you? I know you always. I mean, I know you're a big fan of boxing, especially when it comes to like your weight class. You're gonna watch no matter what. So I'm pretty sure you saw Gervonta's fight against Hector.
Yup.
He looked sharp to you. He looked good. He looked a little sluggish. What was your kind of overall assessment of Gervonta?
Bro, every time Tank fight, everybody always say, oh, during the fight, oh man, he's doing this, he's getting hit that, oh, this, that, and third. And the next thing you know, Tank knocks him out. No Tank stops him. After the fight, everybody always say, oh, he gets hit a little bit, this, that, and this, that. Man, Tank is Tank. Tank is great. Tank did the expected for me. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't one of the Leo Santa Cruz fights. It wasn't one of the Mario Barrios knockouts fights, type of fights. But Tank did what Tank did. You know what I'm saying? He did, like, at this point. I don't agree a lot with what Tim Bradley said, but the one thing I do agree with Tim Bradley said was like, all right, Tank, at this point, bro, fight somebody, bro. Like, you're selling out all the arenas. You're a superstar. Like, you're a star, bro. You're forefronting all the young boxers right now. You was pro before the Devin Haney's, the Shakur Stevens, the TFB all of that, bro. You feel what I'm saying? You was coming up with Lomachenko. So at this point, bro, you kind of is welling, bro. You gotta fight somebody, bro. When the
Mm.
fuck are you fight somebody? Because like if I put myself in that shoes, bro, I would have been fighting people. You hear me arguing with Devin Haney and shit last year. Like
Mm.
as a fighter, I'm already trying to put myself in that position to fight those big fights.
Mm.
Tank, not me looking on the outside in, it's like I kind of respected what Tim Bradley said. Just off that, like, nigga, it's time for you to fight somebody, bro.
So do you kind of think his resume is, I guess, a little sus, not that great, kind of picking guys that he feels like he could beat now?
Bro, I mean, like I said, he's great. I'm not taking nothing from the man, but yes, it is kind of like it's not his record not great for real. His record not really great. If you look at the landscape of the boxing right now, if you look at the whole landscape of 135 right now, and look at his record, you tell me how great it is. Like, let's be real. Like I'm gonna keep it all the way 100 with you.
Mm.
Everything I'm saying, big facts. Like, look at the landscape of boxing and look at his record. You tell me how great it is. Straight like that. Now, certain shit that he does, like, damn, that shit was great. How he knocked Leo Santa Cruz out,
Yeah.
that was crazy. That's great. Okay. Mario Barrios moving up to go to 140, knocking him out. Okay, that's great. But what he's creating his own narrative. What I mean by that is he's not really fighting the real deal fighters, but he gets certain fights to make it interesting.
Mm.
The Rody fight, the Rody built himself off that fight. They know that was gonna be a big fight, make it happen. Mario Barrios, he went up from 130 to 140, creating his own narrative. Oh, is Tank gonna knock him out at 140? Leo Santa Cruz. Oh, that was his first real mega fight. But Leo Santa Cruz went from 26 to 35, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's creating his own narrative, which is smart and he is working for him. But when the fuck is you gonna fight somebody?
I guess that's a fair question. That's a question that a lot of people kind of ask in Tank. But let me flip it around and ask you this:
What's
if
up?
he does go ahead and fight Ryan Garcia, which he's supposed to April 15th, quote
Right,
unquote, then are you
right.
gonna be like, all right, Tank, you that guy? If he goes ahead and fights him and beats him, will you say that?
I mean, bro, I'm already saying Tank that guy.
Well, no,
I already, I'm
I
already
don't.
said Tank.
Let me rephrase it. Not that you're not saying it, because you have a lot of respect for Tank, and I want to make sure that's the message. You have a lot of respect for him, his skills, all of that. But I mean to say, are you going to look at Ryan and say, okay, that's the first guy where I look at, and I'm like, okay, I don't know if Tank is going to win this fight necessarily. Like that's going to be his toughest fight.
Okay, since the Pedraza fight,
Mm, okay.
I got respect him on the Pedraza fight. On
Okay.
that Pedraza fight, that was like, oh, you know, and this is a young Pedraza.
Yeah.
So I gotta respect it. And before he fought Leo, people was saying he didn't fight nobody since Pedraza, so I'm gonna respect that for sure. But up until that, yeah, for sure. I mean,
Okay.
Leo Santa Cruz, like, I feel like they was both stars. They was both on the same level. It was like, okay, yeah, it's his first, real fight, but it's like, bro, you should win. You know what I'm saying? Like, you still should win, bro. You
Mhm.
still should. It's gonna be a great fight, like, but you still should win, bro.
Got you. Fair.
Mario Bar, Mario Barrios, you still should win though, bro. All his fights is like you still should win, other than Ryan Garcia and Pedraza.
When you look at Ryan, do you think it made a lot of sense for him to be like, forget the tune up. I just want to wait for Tank. I'm gonna fight him. Do you think that made sense? Or if it was you, you'd have been like, nah, let me make sure the rust is off and before I go into this Tank fight, man.
Me personally, just talk about me. I would have took the tune up. I
Mm,
would take the tune because everything just makes sense behind it. You're getting paid.
yeah.
You're getting more promotion. You know, if that one knockout can give you 1 million followers.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? You can a fight just open up so many doors and opportunities, other than just it being a fight that you should never just be like, no, gonna wait. When I like, especially when you're looking at fighters like Sugar Ray Leonard and he's fighting double digits a year, and he's saying that he don't want to take a tune-up fight for his biggest fight of his career. That don't make sense to me, but that's not me, that's him. So
do you think that's because I know for a fact you've told me plenty of times you think Tank is gonna win anyways, but do you think him not taking a tune up can have a bad effect on him for that Tank fight, or do you think him spending more time actually training for Tank could probably help him?
I think the only way you could really get better is to fight, to keep getting rounds. You can train all you want to, but when you get that ring, it's still a different atmosphere. It's still everything is different. Everything is not broken down slow. You know what I'm saying? It's time to put it all on the line. Whether you're fighting a tune up or you're not, it's time to put it all on the line. But for the most part, every time we see Ryan Garcia fight, it been almost the same shit. Whether his reaction was there, his speed was there, all the way. But in terms of his style and how he looked and the same, almost the same shit, he been looking fairly the same. Not saying the bad way, but he been looking the same, like sharp every time. You know what I'm saying? So maybe this fight wouldn't, because if it would, then I would believe he would took the tune up. But since he didn't take a tune up, then he must be ready. But me personally, I wouldn't have did it.
Gotcha. And before I let you go, man, I know you were talking some big names. Not really sure if you're gonna be on that April card. I hope you will, because I get to see you in person. But you'll probably get a chance to get maybe 3 fights in this year. And you were saying that you want to fight Jermaine Ortiz also. You want to fight Nakatani as well. Are those fights? I know for you, it's like, yeah, we can make them all happen next, whatever. But do you think it's realistic actually for you to fight a Jermaine Ortiz and a Nakatalia like back to back in 2023? Or do you think it's probably gonna be I might get Jermaine Ortiz at the end of the year, then sometime next year, Nakatalia?
Um, I'm not gonna release my opponent, but for the opponent I'm fighting next,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I believe they would do that. My
Mm-hmm.
opponent I'm fighting is an opponent, and
Toughest
I
fight of your
believe they
career
will.
so far?
The best one?
Yeah, on paper.
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
It's somebody y'all,
Okay.
yeah, somebody y'all know for sure. And like I was saying, I feel like they would give me them back to back. Because I mean, I feel like they would give me back to back. But if they don't give me them back to back, just make sure y'all give me Jermaine Nakatili. I want to fight Jermaine Nakatili. That's gonna be a mega fight. Everybody gonna be tuned in. That's a main event fight. I will bring that back to Norfolk, Virginia, Scope, hometown. Jeremiah Nakatili, you're a great fighter. I'm gonna knock your ass out.
Knockout though, he got a pretty good chin, man,
Bro,
and
I
a good
don't care, bro.
punch.
I don't care, bro. I don't care, bro. Hey,
But
right.
I gotta go back and forth. I can't just let you talk. I gotta go back and forth,
I
man.
don't care, bro. I
I,
don't care.
so if granted, if you want to get the knockout against him, if you end up fighting him, but seeing because I know you're gonna go ahead and go to Shakur and be like, okay, how hard does he hit? Like how does he fight? Kind of dissect his game a little bit. And to get a knockout, sometimes you got to put yourself in harm's way. Like, are you kind of cognizant and like kind of aware? Like, okay, I know I'm a great boxer first, but I want to push the envelope and get this guy out of it because that would be a ridiculous statement.
Yeah, for sure. Uh, hey, bro. I feel like this time I'm gonna answer your question.
Mhm.
How he fight? He stand in front of you. He fights. He don't back up, right?
Mhm.
How I fight?
To me, you have a lot of layers in your game, though, man. Like I've seen you step to guys and really, pin them against the ropes and beat them down. I've seen you outbox guys, so I feel like you have a lot of layers to your game. So if somebody asks me, how does Keyshawn fight, or how is he gonna fight this guy on this day? I'm gonna be like, yo, it kind of depends on how he feels, what he needs to do. Some guys can only do one thing. I feel like you could do a bunch of stuff, really.
You're right. That's a hell of an answer. I can't even argue with that. But Jeremiah Nakadili, I'm backing him up. I'm making him miss right in front of his fucking face. I'm backing him up. I'm touching to his body. I'm making him miss. He not. How the fuck is he gonna hit me? He can't hit me. He can't hit me.
Gotcha. Fair
I'm
enough.
standing right in front of his face. I ain't no need to run. And one thing about it, bro. One thing about it, bro. He's a great fighter. I'm not taking nothing away from him, right?
Mhm.
I don't care about all that power. I don't care. I don't care. I'm not scared of no power, bro. I don't care. You hit me, I'm gonna look at you like you didn't hit me. And that's just what it is, bro. So you think all that power is gonna worry me, scare me, all that shit? You better think of a new game plan, bro. I don't care about that shit.
Gotcha.
I like to fight. And I'm gonna stand right in front of him and fight. Hey, watch, don't worry about it. Fight hype. Fight hype, create a fight. That's what I'm talking about.
That's what we love to do, man. I think that's the perfect way to end the interview. Like always, man, always appreciate having you on, man. And if you just want to kind of tell your fans where to follow you, pretty sure they would love
Yeah.
to.
Hey, follow me on Instagram, Business Keyshawn. Follow me on Twitter, Keyshawn Davis, the number 8, YouTube, Keyshawn Davis.
Gotcha. Like always appreciate you. Always love. Thank you, brother. I'm gonna talk to you again soon.
Yes, sir.